Oh, hey there. Welcome to your Tuesday afternoon. Now, you guys are probably tuning in to learn how to make a whale origami or to just listen to my delightful voice. For whatever reason you are here today, we are thankful for your support. It should be a really fun afternoon. My name is Stephen McCluskey. I am a program assistant here at the Whale and Dolphin Conservation, and we are about to make some whale origamis together. Now, that might sound intimidating at first, but we are going to walk you step by step, and you are going to, at the end, have a beautiful, awesome whale to share with your friends, family, and we'll talk about some of the different ways you can utilize these whale origamis. All right, now, the foundation, the framework, and the success of any origami making starts with the paper that you have. So what I have is origami paper, right? Now, origami paper is square. So you're gonna need a square piece of paper, okay? So what I'll be working with is 6" by 6". If you do not have origami paper, that is okay. You can use whatever paper you want, but you want to make sure that the dimensions are square, okay? So, square piece of paper, number one, crucial for our success today. A couple other things. You might need some colored pencils or markers to give your origami whale a little razzle, a little dazzle, you know what I mean? So maybe have those on hand. It's not imperative that you add that immediately, but if you want to, it's nice to have, okay? So square piece of paper, colored pencils, markers, and I did a little bit of research on origami making. Scissors are considered cheating when it comes to origami making. However, I'm going to show you one way you can utilize scissors to help make our whale tail. So while you get all that supplies ready, just know that you are the artist here. Your origami whale might not look the same as mine, and that is okay. All right. So have fun with it. And just know that when you make a mistake, that's considered creativity. And true art is figuring out which of those mistakes you're going to keep at the end. All right. So make sure you have all of that. We are about to get started. I'll give you another minute or so. If you would like, drop a comment. Let us know where you are viewing from. Maybe this is your first time. Let us know that. Maybe you're a veteran of the game. Let us know that. Like I said, we are just thankful that you guys are here. We love your support. And today should be pretty fun. Now, a little bit more about me as an artist. My background is not in origami making. I'm more of an abstract dotting type of guy mixed with contemporary landscapes. So I would consider myself an origami Jedi level 3 out of 10. So just know that as we move forward, all right? Now, I like to take a risk as an artist, and I invite my audience to take those risks with me. All right, so we might get a little cray-cray when we make our whale origami. And the last thing before we get started, whatever helps you achieve your flow state, whether that's music, whether it's maybe getting 10 push-ups in before we start, I encourage you to get into your flow state, all right? So now this is a great origami piece of paper. I don't know if you can really see the design there, but we are going to take this square piece of paper, and our end result is going to look something like so. All right. So this is what we're hoping to achieve. So I'm going to pick out a design that I like. Give me 1 second here, and we will get started. So many options. Ooh, the green, it's a good one. I'm going to go with this. Boom. All right. So I got my square piece of paper. Now, the first step is we are going to fold it into a triangle, like so. Now, anyone who's done origamis or has made paper airplanes knows that you want to have solid creases. The creases are going to lead to your overall success today. So the first step is we're going to make a triangle. All right, so take the time to line that up as best as you can. All right, and then we're going to fold along that crease. Take your time. There is no rush. This is a marathon. It is not a sprint. Remember, the integrity of our whale origami resides in the creases that we make. Okay? So, as you can see, I got a long crease running down the middle of my paper. So that's step one. You all feeling pretty good about that? Self-explanatory. We're going to move on to step two. So from each side, we are going to now fold in on that crease that we just made. So let me show you real quick. So what you want to do is you want to fold in like so. So fold each side along that long crease like so. Kind of funky doing it upside down. But essentially, you want to fold it so it looks like so. And then you want to fold down on those creases. So fold in on that center crease from each side, and you'll have a little extra space down here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that now. Make sure you line it up. We want this as even as possible. Oh yeah, solid. Maybe the best crease yet. All right, so I'm getting my crease ready here. Once again, I will show you what it is supposed to look like. Now, also remember, art is never done. You know, we might get to a stopping point today, but you can always go back and add on to it or take things away from it. It's always ever changing. Remember, you are the artist. You have full control of what your whale origami will look like. So we are at this point. All right. So we folded it in half to make a triangle, and then we folded each side in like so. So hopefully that's simple enough. Outside, inside. All right. The next thing we're going to do is from our remaining triangle, we're going to fold over top like so. Get my fingers out of the way there. But you want to fold this down the middle along that crease so that it looks like this. Okay? So folding from the top, shablam chow, down to the middle like so. Make sure that crease is nice and flat. All right. So it kind of looks like a kite. Maybe you can divert here. If you're not feeling the whale origami, you should be. You can make a paper airplane. So we are learning multiple things here. All right. We are not that far away here. So we got this. What we're going to do next is we are going to fold it in half, like so. So I'm trying to show you the best way, but you're just going to fold it in and line up those creases. And once you do that, we kind of get the rough outline of what the whale is going to look like. So you should have something like so. All right. So what we did is we just folded that in half. It's essentially pretty symmetrical. All right. So from here, we are going to make the tail of our whale. So you want to take your index finger and thumb and press firmly near the back here. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fold the tail up. So you're just bending it up close to your thumb, and then you're making a crease. Okay, so all I did was push this up, made a crease, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So I'm just going to bring it back along that same crease I just made. I'm just going to press it down the opposite way. And I'm just going to go back and forth, solidifying that crease. That's going to be crucial for our next step. All right, so boom, shablam, back and forth. Do that a couple more times. Feeling good about ourselves here. We're getting close. All right, so what you want to do is then just make it flat again. Now, to me, this is the toughest part of our whale origami. So stay with me. Like I said, I'm going to make another whale. So if you don't get it this time, there'll be another opportunity to kind of follow along. So just play with it. It takes a little bit of getting used to. So you're going to open the middle of your whale like so. And where you had your thumb pressed, you're going to kind of put a finger there on the inside. But you still want to kind of keep it closed. But my index finger is on the inside of this whale right now. And then from the back of the tail, you want to press up, fold it up along that crease you made. Now it takes a little bit of wiggle, but if you follow that crease, it will go in like so. Okay. So if we were to sit it down, it would look like this. The tail is now just sitting upright. All we did was we went from here, we put a finger where our thumb was, except on the inside this time, and then we folded the tail up and over. All right, so you could stop here for right now if you want. Maybe the pressure has gotten to you. You're just like, I don't know, that tail is pretty tough. Or you can add on a step here to make the fluke of the tail a little bit more sassy, give it a little bit more personality. So that's where the scissors come involved. Okay, so if you take your scissors and you go to the inside of the back here, you're going to cut halfway down the tail. Okay, so halfway down. Easy enough. All right, so there's now a split in the middle of our tail. And where that split is, you can fold over and press down and have a tail that goes like that. So I'm going to put it on my colored pencils. So it sits like this. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. And there's not really a place on this particular sign or this particular origami, excuse me, to give it like an eye and like a smiley face. I'm going to do my best. So you can add that on. If you have a blank piece of paper, like a solid colored piece of paper, feel free to add some color to it. Another really cool thing you can do with whale origamis is write a message to a family member or a friend and give it to them either today or later. You can put it in the mail, support your local USPS, send it in the mail to maybe some family, friends, people you haven't seen in a while. You can send them a couple of these, as you can see, little eye, smiley face. You can add on more stuff if you want. It's really up to you, like I said. But these are really great to write messages on, or not. Just giving to someone to say, hey, I appreciate you. I think you're an awesome person. I made this for you. And that person's probably gonna give you a high five or a hug in return. So expect that, because you put in time to make something for someone else that they weren't expecting. And that is awesome of you. All right. So our first whale is done. We'll do one more together, and hopefully you are picking up on how to do this. All right, once again, it is all about the creases that gives us the structural integrity of our whale. It gives it the ability just to stand up, stay firm, and look awesome. So I'm going to pick out another design for my booklet. If you need to cut out another square piece of paper, now is the time to do so. Get that prepared. So I just want to say thank you to Sabrina and Michelle for dropping off this origami paper for me. It's really fun to play around with. And I found online there's a lot of different designs. There's a lot of different whale origami designs. So this one is, gets you used to making it, but once you get the hang of it, there's so many more marine mammal origamis that you can make. So just know that YouTube is a great resource to find those videos. So I'm pretty particular here. Floral design is pretty solid, but I'm going for something else. Ooh, that one's cool. One more second, let the artist work. Ooh. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, this is gonna be my next one. I don't know if you can see that really well, but it is red. It has a little bunch of like white little snowflakes in there. So I'm gonna go with that. We'll go through the process one more time together. Hopefully you're getting it. If not, that is okay. It takes practice, right? Origami making is a skill. So just know that. And like I said, to me, I probably made 15 whale origamis, and that tail, folding the tail in has given me some trouble. So just know if it doesn't look like this, that's okay. You are the artist. You can make your whale look like anything you want. Your whale is supposed to have some of your own personality infused into it. Okay, so here we go. Whale origami number 2. We have a square piece of paper. Remember, crucial. We are going to fold that square piece of paper over and make a triangle. All right, remember, take your time, line up those creases, and then press firmly down. Okay. I'm going to put this down real quick. Become very particular about my creases in origami making over the past couple of days. So flip it over, get a crease on each side, make sure it's even. We got our triangle now. We are going to fold that back open. And then we are going to fold inwards along that crease we just made from each side. So let me show you what that looks like one more time. Get my crease down. Get your crease on. Get your crease on. All right. Like so. And then we're going to do that on this side. So we're folding in along that center seam we just made. So I'm going to do this other side now. I invite you to do the same thing, but work at your own pace. You can come back, review this video if I'm going too quickly. Hopefully not, but if you need to, that is okay. Line up those creases, solidify them, give them an extra little maneuver with your finger, make sure that they are solid, that they are good to go. So it should look like this, kind of like a kite, right? Now we're going to go from the top and we're going to fold down, okay? So let me show you what that looks like. From the top, we are folding down into that center crease, like so. Get my fingers out of the way. And then you want to fold along this crease right here. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Make sure you line it up as best as you can. Oh yeah, so solid. All right, like so. So all we did was fold down to the center from the top. Now we're going to put it sideways, and we are just going to fold over. like so. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And I'm going to put it back down so I can get a good crease. Never talked about creases so much in my life. But like I said, crucial in origami making. All right, so we're essentially symmetrical right now, right? So we went from here, we just folded it in half, and now we have the essential outline of our whale, okay? Now, the tricky part is the tail. So once again, somewhere near the back, firmly press your thumb and index finger. Take your other hand, fold up. Oh yeah, just like so. Make that crease, and then you're just gonna flip it to the other side. And you're just gonna go back and forth. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. We're just going back and forth. We wanna make a nice crease so that we then can flip our tail up. And do it 2 more times. Okay. So looking pretty good on that front. From this point, open your whale. I like to put my index finger where my thumb and index finger were on the outside, except this time on the inside. You can kind of see the crease that you made. So you want to put your index finger there, and then with your other hand, you're going to try to flip the tail up. This one looks a little funky, but that's okay. Ah, there we go. So all I did was went from here, found that crease in that middle line, pushed in and flipped it up. Flippity floppity upwards. Like so. It's a whale origami. All right. Like I said, if you want to take it a step further, you can use scissors. You're going to go on the inside right here. You're going to cut halfway down. Or, you know, experiment. If you want to go further, that's fine. Whatever works for you, whatever you want your whale to look like. You can just fold one of them over like so. Leave one up, or you can fold the other one down. Now, you know, as I was making these, I think it would be pretty cool if you had like a glue stick or glue and had like some glitter that you could put on these. Who knows what that would look like. So I'm going to put an eyeball on mine. Another little smiley face. And I'm just going to write a message on this one. Now, like I said, these don't take too long to make, so you can make a bunch of them, send them out to friends and family. You can put them up on your wall for decorations, whatever you want, right? You're the artist, so you get to make that decision. You can keep them all for yourself. These are also easy to share, and you can show your appreciation for the people that you care about. And I'm sure they will love these. Also, if you learned something new today, feel free to share this with your family. Teach your family, teach your friends on how to make this as well. That's another cool thing that you can do with these. Share your knowledge. It's important. So I'm going to finish up my little message on my whale. It says, well, it looks backwards, but it says, thanks for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make a whale origami. Remember, however you decide to make yours, whatever it looks like at this point, that is okay. Each whale is going to look different. What is important is that you tried something new, that you had fun, and hopefully are learning a new skill. So thank you guys. I know I've said it a bunch. We really appreciate your support. And we will be back on Facebook Live with Regina on Thursday. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, have a great afternoon, everyone.